Hello everybody. Today I can complete the square by adding b over 2 squared to both sides, factoring the trinomial, and rewriting it as a binomial square. So this is really an algebra lesson that's incorporated into geometry. Let's go. First off, I need the x squared and the x on one side, the constant on the other side. I'm good. So I'm going to add my big blank square to both sides since this is completing the square. And to determine what goes inside the square, it's always b over 2 squared, b being what's in front of the x. So in this case, b over 2 squared is 6 over 2 squared. 6 over 2 is 3 squared, is 9. So 9 goes inside the big blank square. Now we factor the trinomial. X and x, first sign comes down, positive and a positive is a positive, multiplies to 9, adds to 6, 3 and 3. And the shortcut for completing the square, it will always be the square root of that perfect square. On the right-hand side, 2 plus 9 is 11. Rewrite as a binomial squared, x plus 3 squared equals 11. And that is completing the square. Let's go over one or two more. Number 2, I need the x squared and the x alone on one side, the constant on the other side. So in this case, I need to subtract 3 from both sides. Now that I have the x squared and x on one side, the constant on the other side, it's time to complete the square. So I add my big blank square to both sides. To determine what goes inside, I do b over 2 squared, and in this case, b is negative 8. So it's negative 8 over 2 squared, which is negative 4 squared, which is 16. I factor the trinomial. It's always the same factor written twice for completing the square. First sign comes down, negative and a positive is a negative. The shortcut, take the square root of 16, or what multiplies to 16 and adds to 8, 4 and 4. Combine the right-hand side, negative 3 plus 16 is 13. And now I rewrite it as a binomial squared, x minus 4 squared equals 13. That's completing the square. There's different applications of it. So you might be watching this in preparation for different things, but that's how you complete the square. That's it. Goodbye.